Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back. This is Jesse. Getting started 1 minute late. I think this is the first time ever that we've started the live stream 1 minute late. We are always starting exactly right on the dot, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. But I had a lot to get set up over here. So here we go. We're gonna rock and roll the first 15, 30 minutes. We're gonna dive into the charts. We're gonna go through as many as possible. Look at the ones that I think are important, the ones that I follow. It's on the Sniper Top 40 list, as you can see over here, Sniper Top 40 list. And we're going to go through all those. But definitely put in all your comments, your requests on what assets you'd like me to chart. We'll do that on the second half of the live stream. Today, Bitcoin is back up above $53,000, up 3% today. And some of these other crypto assets are pumping hard, near 12%. Who would have thought near would have pumped 12% today? I wonder who's been posting the near versus Bitcoin dominance chart for the past week or longer. I don't know. We'll probably dive into it though. So here we go. Bitcoin. Oh, before we do Bitcoin, good morning, everyone. Good to see everyone back. Tesla John, good morning. Can you look at Cody? It's been a terror the last few days. It's a crypto. Thanks. You got it. Thanks for putting all the details so I can search for it and find it faster. Lawrence, good morning. Hello. Welcome back. I'm looking forward to today's stream. I'm thinking I'm guessing that that's what you're talking about. Awesome. Glad to see it. Gert Jan Tenhove. Hello. Welcome back, Gert. Taco Jacker. Good morning. Could you chart Inch? Speaking of tacos, it's not even Taco Tuesday, but yesterday made chicken quesadillas for the wife. Last week I made birria tacos. The birria tacos were slow cooked for 4.5 hours. So trying to step up my taco game and my quesadilla game over here. So good to see you, Inge. Good chart. Yep. All right. So Bitcoin, here we go. Weekly chart is bullish. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. The weekly chart is ultra bullish, right? So the candles are on fire still. This would be the fourth week in a row. Last week, now it's still early, right? It's still early in the week, but last week it was basically flat. Last week ended up closing down 1%. So if a crypto asset or Bitcoin is closing 1% down, to me, in my opinion, it's flat. As you can see, near is up 12% today. Arnold, longtime market sniper, our first and official only moderator in the Discord. Welcome back, my man. Good to see you. Bitcoin weekly chart, ultra bullish, right? So we know that. We've been talking about it. We've been covering it. Based off of really lower times, like the 4-hour chart, there was reasons why we could see lower prices, but it only hit one target to the downside. And it's based on the 4-hour chart. And I've talked about this several times since January 2023. It's buy the dip season. It's not short the bounce season. Yes, I shorted it once or I think at least twice in 2023, shorted the bounce, but price is only hitting target 2 on the last short. And then when it starts getting that bullish where it's only hitting 2 out of 4 targets to the downside, then you just got to know that it's more of buy the dip season than it is short the bounce. So if you're shorting, it better be on a bounce and it better be on a very, very low time frame, knowing that it could just rip right in the different directions. So the last short for me was back here, right? This was the last short for me, and it was based off the lower time frames. I haven't shorted Bitcoin since. I haven't shorted it since back here. It's been buy the dip season. So that's the weekly chart. The daily chart also has flipped ultra bullish. And going back to the weekly chart, we'll kind of show the 5th target, right? Of course, I got the halving projection over here. Got the 5th target. We got the former all-time high pointed out. We got an A and F target 1 over here above $100,000. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's just stay focused on the 5th target. Remember, it's hit 4 longer-term targets since this breakout down here. Way back here at 16,800 was my first official buy the right dip, right, based off the daily chart. And then that first week, you could have bought based off the weekly chart candle, and it would have been right around that $21,000, just below $21,000 based off the weekly chart. Since then, it's been buy the dip season. We talked about it, especially in the Discord. We talked about it. There's bullish divergence back in the first week of November 2022, giving us the first major potential buy the right dip scenario, right? So we had bullish divergence. We waited, we watched. And then the first week of January, everything was starting to look like it's lining up, and then boom, off to the upside. So that's the longer term. Let's kind of go back here. The daily chart looks like it only hit target one, right? One out of four potential shorter term targets. Wasn't expecting a crash, right? Just expecting a correction, and it only hit target one, and it looked like it found support. Hit target one not once, twice, three, four times with wicks, and then took off to the upside. So that's the daily chart. It's ultra bullish. Weekly chart, ultra bullish. 2-week chart, still ultra bullish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 2-week candles in a row. 8 2-week candles in a row. Haven't seen that since the last bull run of 2020. And I've been showing that. I've been covering it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 2-week candles in a row, right? So a lot of similarities to this move right here, right? So we'll continue to watch it. If you look on the monthly chart, I don't think it's ultra bullish yet on the monthly chart, but I've been talking about it and covering it that it could flip ultra bullish by the time the month is over. We only have a couple more days, right? We only have a couple more days. And once it flipped ultra bullish on the monthly chart, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, call it 5, and then there's a wick up. Call it 6 ultra bullish monthly candles in a row. So is it possible it ends up flipping ultra bullish this month with only 2 more days? It's possible. And then we talked about another possibility of ANF, right? So remember, keep this in mind. You got the all-time high here, and just kind of think where price is similar to right around here, right? Then if you look at ANF, which would be amazing, what if it was Bitcoin was right around here, right? You can see the former all-time high in 2021. And what if Bitcoin was right around here and it hasn't even flipped ultra bullish yet, and then just takes off crazy to the upside? Now, I don't know if Bitcoin's going to do that or not, because ANF doesn't even make sense to me. Bitcoin, it would make sense to me. ANF doesn't even make sense to me. NVIDIA, what if, and we've talked about this on live streams. We covered this on the last Bitcoin video as well. It seems like Bitcoin's right around here, right? Right around here. This is a former all-time high, November 2021. Kind of lines up even more for NVIDIA. And this kind of makes more sense to me, that it wouldn't just go straight parabolic, that it would find resistance, build up additional momentum, even throw in a reverse candle, get the bears in one more time, and then pump. Ollie, good morning. Welcome back. This would make more sense to me than ANF, but ANF's always a possibility, right? So what if Bitcoin is right around this area here where NVIDIA was before it retested all-time highs, before the monthly chart flipped ultra bullish? It's a possibility. So you throw on the targets, right? ANF target 1 was hit. ANF target 2 was hit. ANF target 3 was hit. You go to ANF. ANF is above target 1, 2, and 3. It would be insane, right? Bitcoin, that would be insane if Bitcoin went above ANF targets 1, 2, and 3. We're looking at ANF targets 1, 2, and 3. You got anywhere from 100,000, possibly 135. You throw in the market sniper bands. You got the market sniper bands increasing upwards. If you flip on the log chart over here, market sniper. So you got this band, this yellow band up here. Remember, I started posting that when it was like 114, 113, right? And let's see, it was at the lowest. Yeah, 113.5, and it was still trending downward. But we had a monthly buy signal back above here, right? Right back above $30,000. Could come all the way back up, maybe find some consolidation similar to NVIDIA, and then come up and spike up and hit not only the yellow target, which is at 115,500, and is curling back up, right? So this is the former halving over here, May 2020. It's already starting to curl back up before that. And in every cycle, prices come back up and retested the yellow band as it's trending upward. Will it again this time? There's never a guarantee, but everything is lining up like it could possibly hit the yellow band again. And here we are, right? Here we are. It's trending up to 115,500. If you missed it, if you missed all of this, not to worry. I've got you covered. I've got you covered. Some of these crypto assets, some of these Bitcoin mining stocks haven't even fully flipped like Bitcoin yet and hit longer term target 4. So let's jump into it. Ethereum has not even hit longer term target 4 yet. Ethereum is at fourth target is at about 3,400. It's pumping hard now though, right? It's pumping hard now. DOT, barely a pending buy signal right now. Remember, some of this is going to look kind of funny. Here, let's get off log because some of the targets are going to look kind of funny on it. But you got potentials here. If DOT were to hit the fourth target, it'd be up at $36. We got a pending buy signal, still potentially really early on these crypto assets. If you look at Ethereum, let's kind of circle back here. Let's take our time. The weekly chart is ultra bullish on Ethereum, right? We've been talking about it. We've been covering it. If you go down to Ethereum versus Bitcoin, I think I have it on here. I should. I've been posting it. Let's see. Where is it? Let me find it. I want to show it to you. ETH, BTC. There we go. All right. So ETH here. Let me move. Oh, there it is. So Ethereum versus Bitcoin. We've been covering it over here. That it looked like it was breaking out on the weekly chart as well, right? So you had bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence, followed by a higher low. And this was a higher high over here. So a higher high and then a confirmed higher high with the higher low, right? So boom, and then a weekly close back above here. So it made another higher high, right? So the weekly chart had bullish divergence, a higher low, a higher high, and is breaking out of this downward trend line. And has already hit target 1, 2, I believe. This is target 3 and target 4. So we put this playing out like that. And it just, of course, there could be retracements while Bitcoin pumps and then Ethereum pumps harder, right? So that's the whole thing about the dominance is one day one could pump and then the next day the crypto asset could pump harder than Bitcoin. Doesn't mean Bitcoin's going to crash, right? So Ethereum versus Bitcoin, we've been talking about it. We've been covering it. And we talked about this last buy the dip scenario on Ethereum versus Bitcoin, where it could start to pump harder on Ethereum versus Bitcoin. And then it flipped ultra bullish yesterday, right? So it flipped ultra bullish yesterday. The weekly chart is bullish. So I posted on the Twitter X app, I said in the foreseeable future, we could see Ethereum outperform Bitcoin to the upside, right? So that's what I posted. And doesn't mean it couldn't come back for a little bit of retracement of that huge push up and then continue on its way upward. So that's Ethereum. We're going to keep flipping back and forth. DOT weekly chart is still bullish, right? DOT weekly chart is still bullish. And the daily chart is still bullish, right? The last buy signal was back here at about just under $7. And now we're pushing $8 once again. So this is DOT. And DOT versus BTC hasn't even, there's starting to be signs that DOT could start to outperform Bitcoin, but it broke out of this downward trend line. There was a buy signal. Now it looks like it's coming back to back test it and then could start to flip upwards from there. So DOT could also start to outperform Bitcoin to the upside. Sand had a breakout. Before it broke out, we talked about this was a low. Talked about this could be a potential higher low. Broke this downward trend line. Had a buy signal. Had another buy signal. and now it's broken this downward trend line. So sand could start to outperform Bitcoin to the upside as well. Currently up 0.5%. Solana versus Bitcoin could be finding bottom as well as possible. Chainlink, too early. Ethereum, like I said, already is outperforming Bitcoin to the upside since this last breakout. AVAX could be finding bottom, too early to say. Near, talked about it on Near. Buy signal came back down. Looks like a potential double bottom. Another buy signal broke out, and now it's just pumping up to the upside on Near versus Bitcoin. Oh my God, I'm gonna try to get my English working over here. Near versus Bitcoin. Doge, this could be a bottom. Maybe it puts in a higher low. Too early to say. Cardano versus Bitcoin broke out, came back down. Could be putting in a higher low over here on Cardano versus Bitcoin. XRP, a low, possible double bottom, but it's still ultra bearish. Too early to call it on XRP versus Bitcoin. So let's flip back up into the versus the dollar, right? So backtrack. You got Ethereum pumping hard, ultra bullish on the daily chart. You have DOT that is bullish with these longer term targets that have not been hit yet. So DOT is bullish on the daily chart. Sand is up 4%, hit target 3. We can now change the target 3 to a hit target. These are the shorter term targets. If you zoom out, you've got some longer term targets as well, right? So before we get to that, let's see if it hits target 3. It did. Let's see if it hits target 4. And then if it gets back above target 4, then we'll start talking about the longer term targets for sand. All right, smash the like button if you like hitting targets. Smash the like button if you like me to chart your requests, right? So smash the like button if you like hitting targets on the live stream. I do. I always like hitting targets. Near up 12% today, right? Is flipped ultra bullish on the daily chart. Is back into longer term target 1, right? So just longer term target 1 so far. It's also ultra bullish on the weekly chart for Near. So ultra bullish on the daily chart, ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Is bullish versus Bitcoin. So if Bitcoin is up 3%, Near is up 12%, right? Obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only. And hopefully a little bit of entertainment. So you can see that even the yellow line is starting to flip back up as well. And that's all the way up at $14, right? Remember, Bitcoin is above longer term target 4. This is longer term target 4 at $13. If Near was to go all the way to target 4, similar to Bitcoin, that'd be another 200% from here. I got a direct message in the Discord. I'm not going to mention names unless they tell me I can. They bought Near down here. I was posting timely charts in the Discord, even though it's not a copy trading service. They let me know they bought it at $1.20. The weekly chart flipped bullish at $1.60. If you look at the daily chart on the last buy the dip scenario, it was at $3. And I was posting it in the Discord on the breakout. Buy signal was $1.05, right? $1.05. They got in at $1.20. At the time, it looked like they're a little bit late. In hindsight, we were just extremely early in the Discord. And if you got in at $1.20 now, you look like a hero, right? You look like a hero. So we were posting it. We were all over it. Even before the buy signal, we were talking about a candle close back above. I was talking about it looks like the bottom could be in at $1.05. And then even before that, and then we were talking about even bullish divergence, right? Bullish divergence, candle close back above, buy signal to upside back in October 2023. Fast forward to now. It's looking good now. It's looking good at $4. And I was telling them, I'm like, make sure you have a plan and make sure you execute that plan to the best of your ability. And here we are. The weekly chart is ultra bullish, and it may just be getting started. Still, maybe just be getting started. Ultra bullish on the weekly chart. Let's move on to Solana. up 4% today, still bullish on the weekly chart. Daily chart is pending a buy signal, right? Broke down, only hit a couple targets, can kind of move this down like this. Now it's back up in this longer term uptrend, right? You got these longer term targets. Hit longer term target 1, I believe. No, hit longer term target 1 and 2. This is longer term target 3. It never hit it, right? At 126, it never hit it. You can see the upper band is starting to trend upward as well. It's already up at 169 and call it 46 cents. So you got the daily chart has a pending buy signal. The weekly chart is bullish. Caesar, good afternoon. Welcome back, my man. Good to see you back. Devin Lee, how about Phil has started the bullish momentum? Okay, we can take a look at it, Devin. You got it. Woo! 22 minutes in. Let's keep going. Rock and roll. Cardano looking like it's finding support at the trending dots. Bullish on the daily chart. Weekly chart. Bullish on the weekly chart. Looks like it found support at the trending dots, right? Weekly chart is bullish, up 3%. Mana, bullish on the weekly chart, has not even hit longer term target 1 yet. There's so much opportunity out there. Doesn't mean it will, but there's so much opportunity out there. Don't chase what you've already missed. Look for the next potential asset that could pump, right? Doesn't mean it will, but the weekly chart is bullish. The daily chart is bullish. The last mana breakout was right here on the daily chart, right? It was starting to break out. Got a candle close back above. Got a buy signal. Looks like a higher low from here, right? And hasn't even retested the blue line yet at 72 cents. This is the longer term outlook for it, right? Hasn't even retested the blue line. What if it retests the yellow line, right? What if it goes above it? If you see the trajectory of the yellow line, it went way above the yellow line in the last bull run, right? Longer term target 4 hasn't even been retested at $3.80. A lot of potential out there. Chainlink, bullish on the weekly chart. Hasn't even hit longer term target 4 like Bitcoin, right? Has only hit longer term target 1 so far, above the blue line, above the 200-week moving average. Matic was looking good. I posted this today on the Twitter X app. It was breaking above longer term target 1. What if it hits longer term target 4? That'd be 100% return from current price right now. Would I've liked to see someone get in earlier? Absolutely. But this is what it is. So you got to make your own plan. So that's the weekly chart. It's bullish. Daily chart looks like it found support at the trending dots and is breaking out right now. It's bullish on the daily chart. MicroStrategy up 13%, could be a higher low, right? NASDAQ, switching gears. We're going to circle back to the Bitcoin mining stocks because we're just going to take a look at NASDAQ still holding at, pretty much flat, $18,000. SP 500 flat, Dow Jones flat, right? All above upward trend lines, right? Above the trending dots. Russell 2000. None of them had sell signals. They all had pending sell signals, but none of them had actual sell signals. Dollar flat, but it broke down from this trend line. US 10-year yield still bullish. Could be finding support at the trending dot. Possible still comes up and hits target 3 or target 4 shorter term. VIX flat today, but is currently bearish. It's been in this consolidation, coiling, hit 3 of the 4 targets to the upside. Gold looks like it was breaking out yesterday, or what was that, Friday? And could be making a move to the upside, especially if the dollar is breaking down. Silver could be coming all the way back down to back test it, right? Could come all the way back down or put in a higher low and flip back around. BTC dominance is up 0.5%, but still currently bearish right now. So if Bitcoin is pumping, say 3% today, just means that overall crypto should be pumping a little bit more than Bitcoin, right? So that's the way I look at it. NVIDIA, $800, right? Was that the all-time high at 824? It's possible, but if you're picking these tops and you're shorting it based off of that, you're going to get wrecked, right? You're going to get wrecked. If you're shorting it here based off of the breakdown, That's a better one, but a higher probability is waiting for a lower high, right? So if you're trying to short these assets that are ultra bullish, I wouldn't recommend it, right? You've got the monthly chart is ultra bullish. I would not be shorting it while the monthly chart is ultra bullish, right? It doesn't make sense. So you short it over here when it's no longer ultra bullish and it's putting in lower highs. For example, the weekly chart, right? Ultra bullish, no longer ultra bullish. You could, short these bounces here, right? You're not shorting it most likely here, but if you put in a lower high here, you could short that. Or if you go to the daily chart, right, going all the way back to the former all-time high, probably on the daily chart, bearish divergence, lower high, short it, lower high, short it, lower high, short it, right? That's the bear market or the correction, right? You're probably not going to want to short it here, right? So you're looking for lower highs once it's confirmed and a higher probability reversal to the downside. Right now, it's just ultra bullish on the monthly chart, and there's so many people I'm seeing on YouTube, Twitter X app talking about the perma bears. They're shorting it all the way up on these monthly candles. I wouldn't do it. But again, this is not financial advice. So that's NVIDIA. Let's just real quick glance at Meta over here. Cryptocurrency heat map. Just take a quick glance. It's green, right? Stock market heat map. Ooh, Google down 3.71%. We'll take a look at it. The rest are kind of flat overall, right? All right, let's flip back over here. So you got NVIDIA, you got Meta, ultra bullish on the monthly chart, right? You got these AF targets over here. Amazon, still bullish on the monthly chart, right? Microsoft, still ultra bullish on the monthly chart. Tesla could be finding bottom. It's possible, right? Could be finding bottom. Too early to say. We talked about it. Still bearish on the weekly chart. But we have a pending buy signal on Tesla daily chart for the first time since the buy signal on November 14th, 2023. And then we had a sell signal on January 3rd, 2024, right? So we talked about bullish divergence, Tesla John. Then we talked about a possible higher low, Tesla John. And then it pumped back up. Did not fill this gap quite yet. Then we talked about what if it finds support at the trading dots? It looks like it could be. There's a pending buy signal, another potential higher low, Tesla John. And so this is kind of the path that we kind of mapped out way back here, right? A couple weeks ago, that maybe it finds support, pumps all the way back up here for a retracement, comes back down, puts in another higher low, and then could go on a run after that. Too early to call it. If you look at the weekly chart, kind of mapped it out like this, how it gets back above the trading dots, maybe it puts in a higher low, and then maybe if it breaks out of this longer term consolidation, right? That's what we'll continue to watch over on Tesla. Currently bearish on the weekly chart, but could be early, right? It could be early. Bullish divergence, higher lows. We will see. Tesla is currently up 4% today. Apple breaking down, right? Apple is breaking down. So Apple is one of the few Magnificent Seven stocks that is not pumping back above all-time highs. Is also one of the few Magnificent Seven stocks that never came back down and retested the 200-week moving average. So this is why I always say, trade each chart or what did I say? What do I always say? Treat each chart individually and trade each asset individually as well and treat it differently, right? So it's not just, hey, well, NASDAQ's doing this, so this is happening, right? So each one is its own individual market, and you have to treat it as such, right? So you got you got an all-time high in July 2023. Is that all-time high? Yeah, all-time high 2023. Had a double top over here, it looks like. Possible lower high. Is breaking down from this upper trend line all the way from January 2023. So something to think about, something to pay attention to on Apple. You got the weekly chart. Also had a sell signal. It's bearish on the daily chart. It's bearish on the weekly chart. and it's possible it comes back down, takes out this pivot point here, puts in a lower low, and we'll see if it retests the 200-week moving average. Again, like I said, it never did back here in January 2023, and then went on a run after that. So Apple is breaking down. Google is also breaking down on the weekly chart, back below the trending dots, down almost 3.75%. Another pending sell signal over here. You had a high, you had a lower high. If you get a candle close back down here, 140 or lower, or even below 141.73 roughly, right? That would be a confirmed lower high with a lower low, in my opinion. That's Google. All right, let's flip back over to Sniper Top 40. Let's have some more fun. Let's look at these Bitcoin mining stocks, and some of them are pumping pretty good. HUT, another pending buy signal, right? So I left this old trend line on from back over here, horizontal, and then it was starting to break down, came all the way back down, put in a low, pumped back up, put in a higher low. We talked about this on the live streams, pumped all the way up, hit 2 of the 4 shorter term targets so far, came back down, looks like it put in another higher low, could be regaining the trending dots, regain this horizontal trend line from all the way back over here. I just left it on the chart. A higher probability of the breakout for HUT is, of course, closing back above this downward trend line, closing back above the trending dots, closing with a buy signal. So all of that is going to be a potential higher probability. So a higher low, come back up, and that would be your higher probability breakout from there. So we will see. We'll see how it plays out. They're fast movers, and could be the low, could be a higher low, could be a higher low, and another breakout to the upside on HUT, up 14% today. So Hive, right? Could be double bottom, the low is in, a higher low, could be finding support at the trending dots, still remains bullish. It's hit 3 of the 4 targets so far, shorter term targets so far on Hive, up 10.5% today. MIGI, we drew this out, I believe it was yesterday, or not yesterday, on Friday. Drew this out, could possibly come back up, get back above the trending dots, maybe come back down, or it just literally just comes back up, maybe back test and takes off like that to the upside, right? Maybe it doesn't even back test. Maybe it just goes straight up. So that's the thing with some of these Bitcoin mining stocks. Sometimes they just pump straight up, come back down, and they go like that, right? It's like catching lightning in a bottle. You can see pump up, come back down, takes off to the upside, right? So that's what we're watching on MIGI. There's a lot of potential on MIGI. Let's get back on the cursor over here. Where is the 200-week moving average? Look, up in this left-hand corner, the 200-week moving average is at $19.63. Current price, let me say this, $1.83. Let me say this again. The 200-week moving average, if it were to possibly retest that, is at $19.63. You don't have to be a mathematician to know that that is a huge potential gain, right? So let's use some tools here. Let's look at the weekly chart. All the way up here, right? 200-week moving average all the way up here at $19.63 from current price, right? What if it retested 200-week moving average? That's almost a 10x, right? That's almost a 10x. Could be an incredible move. We don't know. It has not retested it in a very, very, very long time. It may never retest it ever again because we never know if it will or not. However, what if it just took out this pivot point here at $4.37 from current price, takes out this pivot point here? That's still 140% move, right? So that's MIGI. Let's get back on the daily chart. Could be seeing a breakout in the near future. Again, get back above 440. That's 140% return. That could be an incredible move all by itself from current price. Bitfarm took out this pivot point over here. So that's kind of like MIGI taking out $1.40 or 440, right? So took out that pivot point. Looks like it's finding support at the trading dots, and then we will see, right? Didn't come all the way back down like HUT. Put in a higher low. Looks like it's putting in a higher low over there. CLSK was up almost 26%. The daily chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart is ultra bullish, and it's hit 2 of the 4 longer term targets so far. Again, remember, we're just talking about the MIGI regaining the 200-week moving average at $19, above $19, and CLSK has already regained the 200-week moving average. So it's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. You want to try to push this as long as possible. Look at the 2-week chart, right? The 2-week chart, I've looked back. I've never seen the 2-week chart on CLSK ever have 3 2-week candles ultra bullish in a row, right? I've never seen it before. It's ultra bullish on the weekly chart. The monthly chart has not even flipped ultra bullish yet. It has only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's not a lot of chart history, but 4 times in its past, and hasn't even flipped ultra bullish yet. We could see a potential massive pump in the near future. It's already pumping pretty good, up 24%, but it could be an amazing pump, right? Went ultra bullish over here, right? Let's take a look at it. Went ultra bullish from that weekly candle, another 167% from the last weekly candle pump over here, right? 167% from there would be above target 4. That'd be insane. That'd be incredible. Marathon Digital up 20%. It's not even ultra bullish on the weekly chart yet. It's hit longer term target 1 versus longer term target 4 is over there. Riot bullish on the weekly chart. We gonna make it bullish on the weekly chart. Wolf bullish on the weekly chart, but there's so much potential to the upside. The 200-week moving average is over here at $7.30 from current price. That's over 200% potential gain, and you can see in the last bull run, it pumped up all the way to $42. That would be insane. So we'll continue to watch it. Iris Energy over here is you got a low, you got a higher low. It's bullish on the weekly chart. CIFR got a pending buy signal on the weekly chart over here. The daily chart has a pending buy signal on the daily chart on Cypher Mining. Woo-wee. All right, let's see. Anything else that jumps out at us? PayPal still at $59. TDoc trying to get some of its losses back, up 2%. Uni Software, up 5% today. No pending buy signal yet. Is this the end of the correction, right? We were talking about it back here. We were wondering if this is going to be the low. Pumped up, came back down, put in a low, possible higher low here. See if it regains it again in Uni Software. Lemonade pumping hard today, up 10%. We were talking about this is a potential higher low, right? Another potential breakout, right? Buy signal, came back down, pumped back up, broke this longer term downward trend line. The weekly chart, we talked about breaking this downward trend line. It was still bullish on the weekly chart. And now here we go, folks. Here we go. We got long-term targets way up here, right? Way up here. I have to move them over timing-wise. So here we go on Lemonade. We talked about this. If you ever want to go back and see my notes on the YouTube channel, then go over there, check out the video on Lemonade. I talked about it. I believe it was the bonus asset that I talked about. So I went into the details, why Lemonade, why I liked it, blah, blah, blah. I don't get into the fundamentals too often, but I did talk about it just for a brief moment over there. And it's starting to look good on the weekly chart. It is bullish. It's up 9% today. I think my mom's going to be happy on that one. I think my mom's going to be happy on that one. Not financial advice for my mom, but I think she's going to be happy on that one. Artificial intelligence, pending buy signal on the weekly chart. Pending buy signal on the daily chart, up 9% today. Hit 2 of the 4 shorter term targets, and then you got longer term targets all the way up there at $54. We will see. What else? Coin up 13%, making it move hard. The daily chart looks like it put in a higher low. Weekly chart, it's hit 3 of the 4 longer term targets so far on Coin. 41 minutes. This could be a long one. I gotta get over to the requests. What else? Rivian, is it going to follow Daddy Tesla? Possible after that big drop down. Anything else jumps out at us? SoFi 6% bullish on the weekly chart. Oh, let me get that back. I was pointing it out on the daily chart, right? Possible breakout on the daily chart, pumped up, came all the way back down, put in a higher low. Another buy signal, battled. Looks like it found support of the trending dots. Had this kind of mapped out back here, had the arrow down here like that. And here we are. It's pumping up 6% today. Looks pretty good. Weekly chart is bullish. Had that weekly buy signal back here at $8.11. Daily chart. I'm personally not in SoFi, but maybe I should be. I'm already pretty good, well invested on some other ones. So a couple other things I want to show and talk about was the ETH versus BTC. Right, we talked about that briefly. Near broke out. We're talking about that one. I think we already covered this actually, so we don't need to jump into that. More HODL. This is Hood. No, not Hood. HODL. VanEck Bitcoin. There's just not enough chart history for me to be too interested. But these are the ETFs. They're all up about 4%. What else? All right. So let's circle back. Bitcoin still, ultra bullish. Let's circle back to some of your requests. Let's jump into that. Tesla John, Cody, you got it. We're going to go a little bit faster here. Try to keep this a little bit shorter. Let's see. Binance. Let's get to it. There it is. Ultra bullish on the daily chart. The last buy signal on Cody was at 6 cents. And since then, it's just ultra bullish, still up 300 some percent. Not sure if you're holding it or not. It's been ultra bullish the last 3 weeks, Tesla John. And the last buy signal, even on the weekly chart, was at 8 cents. And since then, it's back above the 200-week moving average. We're pointing that out at 14.5 cents. So it's pumping hard. And just the eyeball test, it looks like it's hit probably longer term target 1, maybe target 2, or very close, target 3, target 4, like that. So those could be your longer term target 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Remember, Bitcoin is already up here, right? So it's possible. Could just be a pump straight up over just a short period of time, right? This in the last bull run, it just pumped straight up, came straight back down, pumped straight up, came all the way back down, right? So it's possible it pumps, maybe even takes out the all-time highs over there. So that's Cody. Hopefully that helps. What else? Inge, you got it. Inge, Taco Jacker. I think I have it on here. I think enough people have asked me. Yep, enough people have asked me about it. And why didn't it pull up though? Why did it not pull up? Where is it? Oh, come on. There it is. I found it. Weekly chart is bullish. Daily chart was looking like a breakout over here, right? It was consolidating, had drawn this trend line out. Obviously, other people have had me ask me about it, and I would kind of draw it out like that. The last buy signal was starting to break out, came back down, pumped back up, came back down, back tested the trend line again, starting to make its move back to the upside, had a buy signal and back above the trending dots. Could be making a move back up to the upside like that. Even another higher or another milestone would probably be breaking out like that to the upside. But it is currently bullish on the daily chart. It was already bullish on the weekly chart. Since this last move back here, the last buy signal was way back here on the weekly chart at $2.63. Still no sell signal so far. Could be finding support at the trending dots after a nice correction. You look at a correction all the way down, about 35% correction, right? So still bullish on the weekly chart. Daily chart is bullish, kind of breaking out, broke out, and it's starting to make its move to the upside, it looks like. Phil, someone asked about Phil. Let's see if there's any other ones first. Yep, Phil, got it. They're right next to each other. Daily chart is ultra bullish. The last buy signal is back here at $5.40. Weekly chart, still ultra bullish. Not really adding too much more value since that last breakout. on the weekly chart at $4.01. It's kind of flat this week so far, but the week just started. It's been flat the last few days, but still in ultra bullish territory. Could just be letting the training dots kind of catch up. Monthly chart hasn't even flipped bullish yet. 2-week chart is bullish. The 2-week chart is bullish, and there is a lot of potential to the upside. In the last bull run, it debuted at $430, pump and dump, and then pump and dump again up to $237. There is a lot of potential. If you look at, maybe you draw the targets out from here, because I'm not sure about this wick over here. And if you did that, then you're probably looking at, I don't know, target 1, 2. This is just a real simple potential retracement target. So we'll see. We will see. That's Phil. Can't really add too much more value than that. Just ultra bullish over there on the weekly chart. Let's get back on the cursor. Others are going to start drawing random lines everywhere. So that's Phil. What else? What a day to be a market sniper. Yep, Dallas. I reposted your tweet over there. Retweeted your post or whatever today. So thanks for the shout out on the Twitter X app. I'm with you, Jesse. Bitcoin to the moon. That'd be awesome. At least $100,000, right? That'd be amazing. But before that, we got to hit the 5th target. And then after that, all-time highs, right? And so we'll continue to watch it all the way up. And then if it hits 100,000, the next ANF target, then we hit or a similar target to ANF, right? And then we will see if it hits the yellow band, right? 115,000. Then we'll go level by level all the way up. Philippe Zapata. Hey, Jesse, what's up, Philippe? Welcome back. Saludos. Santiago de Chile. I'm not sure. I don't speak Spanish. I know enough words, but I can't actually speak Spanish. I have to translate it over on Google Translator. But I think it's salute from Santiago, Chile. Is that correct? Are you saying what's up from Santiago, Chile? I think so, right? I have broken English already, and then throw in broken Spanish on a very. I have no Spanish. But I think you're saying what's up from Santiago, Chile. If so, let me know. That's awesome. Did you ever? Was there a request? Pepe, yeah. I was covering Pepe. It's up. Weekly chart is bullish, right? I posted it on the Twitter X app that yesterday there was a weekly candle close yesterday at right there. And since that weekly candle close in one day, it's already up another 11%. So that's awesome, right? So that's Pepe. Can't really add too much on the weekly chart, but it's bullish on the weekly chart. And it just flipped ultra bullish on the daily chart. Yesterday, it was not. So it's ultra bullish on the daily chart. And you see this former wick over here. You can see kind of like maybe it's already hit longer term target 1, probably very close to longer term target 2, if not already. Then you got like target 3 and possibly target 4 like that. So that's kind of looking at, it's possible takes out that former all-time high in May 2023 as well. So we will see. The daily chart is ultra bullish. The weekly chart is bullish. Had that buy signal yesterday on the weekly chart. So that's all I can add. 11%. What else? Daniel. What up, Daniel? Welcome back. Haha, good Spanish. Is it? I figured it out. I got it. Salute. What's up from Santiago, Chile? All right. Capitan Ritter in the Discord, already a market sniper. Awesome. Yeah. Everyone's got a different Discord name. Everyone's got a different email. Everyone's got a different Twitter X app name. Everyone's got a different YouTube name. There's just so many names for one person out there. Mine's the same, Jesse Olson. I keep it the same on everything across the board. And of course, Market Sniper Pro. But other than that, yeah, I know you. You're in the Discord. Capitan Verdura over in the Discord, very active. Love to see it over there. So good to have you in the Discord. Good to see you on. I'll try to remember that, Felipe, on the live stream. So with that, that's Pepe. Thanks for all of your support, everyone. I appreciate you. I hope you're doing well. I hope your bags are doing great, whether it's Bitcoin, Ethereum. And if you missed Bitcoin at the bottom, 2023, and buy the dip scenarios all through 2023, 2024, then there are plenty of opportunities out there. I prefer not to chase an asset, but to find a lagging asset that might be the next one to pump. With that, hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you had a good weekend. With that, thanks for smashing the like button. Smash that subscribe button. Help me, help you, help me. And we'll see you tomorrow.